Welcome everyone, it's Bobbie at Bloomin' Hearts. I wanted to show you a whimsical card that I made today. This is on Marina Mist cardstock, and it says, if you're feeling blue, try painting yourself a different color. And I thought that was so cute. This is an old stamp that I've had for a long time, and I was going through a lot of things, trying to reorganize and clean out some things today, and I just thought, I'm going to make a card with that because it's so cute and it's just kind of whimsical and fun. So I thought I would show you this card and share it with you. Everything other than the sentiment is Stampin' Up. So what I used was Marina Mist, and I have a piece of card that is 5.5 by 8.5, and I've scored and folded it at 4 1/4 to make a side folding card. And then I used very vanilla and the lots of label die, and what I did was I wanted it to be longer than the die, and I didn't want the curve at the top. I just wanted it to be straight, so I ran it through the Big Shot like this, but I only laid my plate to this point, so it only cut up to here, and then I can finish cutting it with the scissors and just cut it off at whatever length I want. So that's what I'll do. And it'll only cut where there's 2 plates. So if you lay your top plate right where you want it to stop cutting, and that's all it will cut, and you can make a longer piece that way. So see, that's a lot longer, and I don't want it the full length, so I'll cut it down a little bit with my paper trimmer or after I get it placed on the card. Make this straight. I didn't get it quite straight. There. Okay, so I'm going to use the Misti to stamp these flowers. They're from the Artistically Asian stamp set, and I'll bet you 10 to 1 I didn't even bring that in here with me. Let me go get that little flower real quick. Okay, sorry about that. It's this stamp set, and I just used this one little flower. Kind of reminds me of a chrysanthemum or something, maybe a poppy. I'm not sure. I'm not real good at what the different flower types are. So the first thing I need to do is to stamp the sentiment, and I'm going to do that in Marina Mist, and this piece will be for the inside. And I just want part of the sentiment. I want the try painting yourself a different color, so I'm going to move this down to the 7-inch mark so I don't get the first part of the stamp. I just want it to say from right here. And I'll close the lid. Actually, let me move this over just a little bit to accommodate the flower. Get it a little off center. And oh, this one is, I took the black mat out because the flower is does not need the mat, but the sentiment does. So let me put the black mat in and put this back at 7. Okay, now we're good. This little mat comes with it, and when you're using the photopolymer, you do need the mat, but when you're using the clear that have the red rubber, then you need to take the mat out. Okay, so we're going to mask right here so I don't get blue on it. Oh, wrong way. Okay, and I just want to ink this up, and I can always ink it 2 or 3 times if I want to, and I don't want this person's name. I should have just cut that off because I don't want that on there. I just wanted to say try painting yourself a different color. Yep, that came out good, so I don't have to stamp it again. So we'll take this out of here, and then we need our other piece. And where's my card? Right here. So I can get placement. We want to take the mat out. Oh no, we don't. We're doing verse. I was thinking I was ready for the flower already. Okay, so I'm going to put this about maybe so. Okay, and then I can just trim that off at the top later. Okay, now we want, if you're feeling blue, to be right about there. And we'll pick that up. And we'll put the mask back on it and cover up the try. There, I think we got it good. And give it a little press. There you go. That turned out good, huh? Let me stick this up on this form until I can clean it. Okay, now the flower is going to take the black mat out now for the flower. And I want it to go kind of diagonally like this. So we'll pick it up, and I'm going to use the Stampin' Right markers for this. Right here. So I'm going to put blue on the flower, but I'm just going to use the brush tip and just catch the flowers, the little bloom of the flower at the top, and then there's a little bud right here. And if you stamp it real quick, you won't have to huff on it. Okay, let's do it one more time. And then I'm going to add, this one is Marina Mist, and then I'm going to add a little depth with PowerPoint. That looks pretty. Or Pacific Point, PowerPoint, that's software, duh. And I'm just going to put some dots of color just for some dimension. Okay, and then for the stem, I'm going to do Wild Wasabi. I'll do it one more time. A little bit more color on it. Okay, and then I'm going to take Garden Green and just touch the edges of the leaves just to give it a little extra color. Okay, so that's good for that one. Now we need the inside piece. And a paper towel. I'll make sure I don't have a lot of wet color on here, because we're going to make this next one blue. I mean pink. We just did the blue. Okay, let's see where this is going to hit. Let's move it up just a little bit. Move it over. Yeah, this way a little bit too. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so we're going to start with a light pink. Make sure I don't have any blue on here. I didn't want to use a baby wipe and get it wet. So we're going to start with the lightest shade of pink, just on the blooms. And this one is, I think it's Flirty Flamingo. Yes, it is. And we'll put a little bit more on it. And I'm just rubbing it with the side of the marker to get decent coverage on it. And we'll press that down. And then I'm going to use Rose Red. And I'm just going to put it like at the base of the petals where they kind of come out. Put some little shadows like, or something. Okay. There's a little darker pink. Let's try that one more time right in here. Okay, I like that better. Okay, now the lighter green, the Wild Wasabi. Just down the stem and across the leaves. I love this Misti. I use it all the time. I kind of balked at the price when I first saw it, but I thought, you know what? If it's half as good as the people that made it said it was, then it's well worth it, and it certainly has been, because I use it all the time. And I a lot of times have trouble when I'm doing a real detailed thing. You don't get perfect coverage on something, and it's, for me, it's next to impossible to go back and get it completely lined up. I don't know why I have so much trouble, but I do. So this makes it so easy for me. And put this stamp up here until I can go clean it. Okay, that's it for the Misti. Okay, now I'm going to round my corners just on two sides. Just two, top and bottom. Okay, now this is going to go on the inside. One of those corners, little pieces was in there. There's that. And then this one, excuse me, is going to get a little piece of, what did I do with it? Glimmer paper. Some silver glimmer paper. And I honestly can't tell you where I got that. I've had it forever. And I'm just going to put a little bit of Tombow down each side to hold that in place. And then once I get this placed where I want it, we'll top it up with some dimensionals. I don't want a lot to hang out, just a little bit. Just for a little sparkly shine. Oh, get back on there. I must have it on my finger because everything's wanting to stick to me. Come on. Be nice now. Okay. This stuff doesn't like to stick very well. give it a good press from the top. Oops. It is just being super ornery today. Does not want to cooperate. There. Should have brought me a wipe in here to get this glue off my fingers. Hope the paper towel will do it. Okay, while that's setting up a little bit, we're going to tie our bow. This is the Dapper Denim, the new Rusched ribbon. So I'm just going to tie it around the barrel of this marker. First knot, and then a second knot. And then you want to slide it off. Let's go off the other end. That's got the cap on it. It's kind of stands out there. Okay. So I put my finger in here and pull on this to tighten it up, because I don't want to lose that loop. And then you're going to cut your loop like that and cut this off. Wouldn't you know, somebody would call. Never fails. And then you've got your perfect then I'm just going to wrap this around and glue it on the inside like that. Sounds like a solicitor to me. Okay. I'm going to glue this down right here. There we go with that. And trim the ribbon off. Oops. And then we're going to bring this piece down and glue it. There we go. Let's set this block on it real quick and go get me a baby wipe, because I have ink all over me. Or not ink, glue, Tombow. Not done yet. Okay. Had to get that gook off of me. Everything was sticking to my hands. Now it'll probably take that a few minutes to set up. Yep, it will. Okay, while it's setting, let's trim this off. I hope I didn't glue it down to the table. Well, I may have. Oh boy. Okay, I saved it. I should have had wax paper in there. It's what I should have done. Oh well. Shoulda, coulda, and all that kind of stuff, right? Okay, we're going to trim that off. And then this little piece over here. Okay. It's still not dry. Okay. Nonetheless, when you get done, this is what you'll have. This is the piece that's going to go on the front. once my ribbon is dry. And then you have this little bow on the front. If you're feeling blue, try painting yourself a different color. Isn't that sweet? It's so cute, and it's just kind of whimsical and funny. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget, tomorrow everything will be under the Paperjungle. So I will see you all soon. You all have a great day. Bye.